Today we'll be telling the story of St.Gudula, whose feast is celebrated on January 8th. Gudula was born in what is now Belgium in around the year 646. Her mother was St. Amelberga and her father was Count Wittinger. St. Gudula had 3 siblings, all of which are also saints: St. Emmerbertus, St. Reinaldus, and St. Feraldus. She was educated in the Abbey of Nivelles by her godmother and cousin, St. Gertrude of Nivelles. Gudula moved back to her family home after the passing of St. Gertrude, where she spent the rest of her life helping the poor and was known for being very prayerful and holy. There is a flower that bears its fruit in early January in Belgium, which is called St. Gudula's lantern. St. Gudula is the patron saint of Brussels and laywomen. Now it's time for our story. Gudula woke up every morning while the rest of the world still slept. She lived in her parents' home near the outskirts of the town of Morcel. At this time of day, the world was dark and silent. Even the mice were still fast asleep in their beds. But St. Gudula loved going to Mass every morning at dawn, and the only way to make it on time was to wake up very, very early before the rooster woke up the rest of the town. Her parents' house was 2 miles from the church of St. Salvatore in the town, and while it wasn't the longest walk in the world, walking when it was still dark out made the journey slow going. Gudula had the same routine every day. She would wake up, get dressed, put on her cloak, fasten her shoes, and then light the candle in her lantern. She silently pushed open the door and walked out into the darkness of night, on her way to Mass, with only the light of her lantern to keep her on the path. St. Gudula was not afraid of walking through the dark alone. She had done it many times before. In fact, the people of the town had started to notice her dedication to daily Mass, and were becoming inspired by her holiness. If Gudula could make the sacrifice of waking up early every day and going to Mass, maybe they could too. Well, the devil didn't like that one bit. He didn't like that St. Gudula was inspiring other people to greater holiness, so he decided he would stop her. Maybe if the people saw her not show up for a few days, they wouldn't admire her so much and would go back to their old ways. And maybe if she got lost in the woods for a few days, she would be discouraged and love God less. So as Gudula walked along the dark path, the devil came up along beside her and blew out her candle. Gudula stopped. She couldn't see anything. Why had her candle gone out? There was no wind, and she could have sworn she heard someone blow it out. She had walked this path many times, but it's easy to stray off a little dirt trail in the dark, so she didn't think it was smart to continue without any light to guide her. What was she going to do? So St. Gudula said a prayer. "Dear Lord, my candle has gone out, and I will surely become lost in the darkness without it. Please help light my path." And miraculously, her candle suddenly flickered back to life, and she could see again. Overjoyed with gratitude, Gudula continued on her way. But this just annoyed the devil even more. He didn't like that his plan hadn't worked to stop her, so he blew out her candle again. Again, St. Gudula stopped and prayed, and again God relit her candle. Now the devil was furious, so he blew it out again with a nice big puff. Gudula thought she had heard someone blow out her candle the first few times, but now after the 3rd time she was sure of it. So this time St. Gudula prayed a bit differently. "Dear Lord, it seems as if someone is blowing out my candle. Will you please bless my lantern so that I can make it to Mass every day?" Her candle blazed back to life again, and from that point forward, no matter how many times the devil came and blew it out, the candle would relight on its own. So Gudula was able to make it to Mass every morning just as she had before, with her blessed lantern always guiding her way. The story of St. Gudula reminds us that no matter how many times evil tries to stop us on our journey to heaven, God is always ready to light our path again. St. Gudula, pray for us.